Hi, welcome to YOH Crochet. My name is Anita, and thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for all the comments you leave. I read them all. I might not have time to reply to each and every one of you, but I do my best, and I do what I can when I can. Time is just not something I have much of these days. Okay, so today I'm going to show you some finished objects, which are commission pieces that um, a subscriber reached out to me and asked me to do for her. And one is a commission Afghan. Um, it is mosaic, and I love how it's turning out so far. Okay, so the first one that I completed was this baby Yoda. She requested that I double strand him, and she saw this on Lynette's channel from Charm Grammy. She triple stranded hers with worsted, so hers was huge. Um, Actually, I have done this pattern before. Um, Lynette wanted to purchase the first Baby Yoda that I made from this pattern. So he is living with her now. And then a little while later, after that, she asked me where I got the pattern. So I went and I sent her the link, and she made her triple stranded one off that same pattern. Um, yeah, so I was familiar with the pattern. So when this person asked me to do this, I'm like, yep, I can do that, no problem. Um, no problem at all. I just had to order the yarn. The pattern did have the um, safety eyes, but I didn't have safety eyes big enough that would look right on him. I usually don't make my Amis quite this large. See, he's about the size of my head. Mine that I make are smaller than this, so I tend to keep smaller safety eyes on hand. I don't keep the real big ones on hand because I don't really use them that much. So she was okay with the crocheted eyes, as this is going to a little boy anyway, and she thought this would be better than safety eyes for a child to have and play with, and I agree. So I used Impeccable, Loops and Thread Impeccable, for both the jackets and the body. The body was Green Lagoon. I mean, I could have gone for a little bit of a brighter green, but if you watch The Mandalorian, he's kind of a bluish green in the show. The robe, I don't remember the name of the colorway for the robe. I can't remember offhand. Um, the robe I did tack together, otherwise it would fall off. It is not sewn to the body. It is just sewn where it's wrapped in front and closed. Otherwise, it wouldn't stay on. Yeah, that's all about all that. Why can I not speak? I'm falling all over my words. Anyway, that's about all I have to say about the baby Yoda. I emailed her a picture, and she seemed very pleased with how he turned out. So he will have a new home soon. I'll put him up here. And then the second thing she wanted, I wasn't sure about because I have never done anything quite like this before. And I was not familiar with the pattern. I have never made this specific item before, but she requested a Nutcracker. The pattern she shared with me was an paid for Annie's pattern, but it was no longer available. And this one was available instead, but then there was also a free version on a blog. I will link that down below, and I'll also link the pattern for Baby Yoda. Technically, his name is Grogu, but Yeah, so I went ahead and did this one. I believe the pattern was by Alyssa something. I never remember last names. I remember the first names, but not the last names. So he is crocheted top down. So the hat, the face, the coat is all one piece. And then the legs and the arms are separate and sewn on. And then the pattern also had you just embroider his nose on with yarn, but I opted to just attach my tan yarn, cream yarn, whatever, attach it right between the eyes, and I just did a single crochet popcorn stitch. I believe I did 5 single crochets, and then I took the hook out and then, you know, put it in the first stitch and then pulled that last loop through. I believe it was 5 single crochets I did. She also wanted the crocheted eyes for him. The pattern did have safety eyes. She decided crocheted eyes would be best for him as he is going to the same little boy. Yep. So, you know, I was thinking, I'm not really like, I don't really love nutcrackers. But, you know what would be super cute? Make different nutcrackers like, oh, like Marvel nutcrackers or like a Jack Skellington nutcracker. Like, how cute would a Groot nutcracker be? Or, yeah. Or even maybe like that abominable snowman creature from Rudolph. Make him into a nutcracker. That might be a thing. It might be pretty cute. We'll see. So much on my plate right now, though. But anyway, so that is the second commission piece. She has not seen this yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to... I don't know if this video will be up before or after I email her a picture to see if she is happy with how he turned out or not. But yeah. So there's commission piece number 2. And commission piece number 3 is an Afghan, a mosaic Afghan. And I have not, I've gotten through the first part of the pattern. And this is probably what I'm going to try to focus most of my attention on for a while. So this is what we have got. Uh-oh, I pulled out some of my stitches. Yes, I did. I'm going to have to fix that before I continue. I had a really big loop pulled up, but I still managed to pull out a stitch. I don't want to pull out anymore. Let's just pull some yarn out. There. Okay, anyway, this is what we've got so far. It is a kit from Mary Maxim. It is called Sherlock. I'm not sure how to say it. Sholach. So this is what... it's kind of curling a little bit. But yeah, this is what we've got so far. And it is using Prism yarn and Mary Maxim. Is it Best Value? Yeah, Best Value. So the Prism yarn is this right here. And it is in the color... well, that is not English. Oh, there we go. There's English. Blue Lagoon. It's very, very pretty. And the Best Value yarn is in the color Cottonwood. So this Mary Maxim Best Value yarn is a lot like Caron Simply Soft. This style of mosaic, this only style I've done before is where you do 2 rows of the same color, and the first row is like your setup row, your single crochets and your double crochets down into the row over the chains below it and into the row below it. And then your second row of the same color, you're just doing chains and skipping. Your second row is the chains, and yeah, anyway, I can't explain what I want to say correctly. But anyway, that method, you're working over, you got big spaces to work into. You're working over the chains and down into the double crochet from the row below, or the single crochet or whatever. Um, that would work fine with this yarn that's kind of splitty, but this method, it's all in the back loops. It's still overlay, but it's like you're working into back loops instead of over the chains spaces. So it's really kind of difficult to get into those back loops all the time without your yarn splitting a lot. That is the only issue I'm having with this. Otherwise, it is going great. I haven't had to frog too much. The pattern comes with charts and or graphs, which is great because a lot of times when I'm reading the written parts for mosaic, the written patterns, my eyes just kind of, I keep losing my place. You know, I look at the pattern, I do like a few stitches, I look back at the pattern, and my eyes just lose their place, and it takes me a while to figure out where I'm at. Whereas a chart, you can just look at it. There's not all the words for your eyes to get confused with. But yeah, that is my commission Afghan, and I hope to get that done and out in a couple weeks. Probably not, but like less than a month. I want to get it done and out and shipped off to its home. So I think that is all I have for you today. Yeah, my Yoda, my Nutcracker, my Afghan. I can't think of anything else. Everything else I've been showing you as I go, the Spotlight designer patterns, the Sophie's Universe. Yeah. All right, yeah. I don't have anything else to say, so I'm going to go. And I hope everybody has a great day, and I hope you guys are working on something fun and inspiring, and I will see you next time. Bye.